Oh, it's okay.
Well, it's
Great.
45. It's 45 to 30 days.
Okay.
We
3개월 남겨놓고 프레임워크 프레임워크 하러
오케이.
왔고요. 네.
Okay, guys.
Yep.
Want to get started?
Yep.
All right. Well, this is your house. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go over the outside real quick. We're not
Okay.
going to do too much.
Okay. So this is
Right
our
here, etched into the ground,
nice.
that is your property.
Okay.
Okay.
So where's our
So it's halfway, like basically you have a 6-inch block wall. 3 inches of it is yours, 3 inches is your neighbor's. So
Okay.
basically it's right in the middle of the wall.
sure.
Now, everything on this side of that line is going to be your responsibility.
Mhm.
As we go down, we can probably turn the camera on and show you, but your front yards will be landscaped.
Right.
Your backyards will not be landscaped. That is
Mhm.
your responsibility.
Right.
The boxes out here, you might notice that there might be chipped or the concrete doesn't look so good. If they are damaged, broken, the
We'll
homeowners
fix it
association
after.
will fix it once the entire
Community stuff.
community is done.
Okay.
Okay, I want you to notice that box without the lid on it, that is your water box. That
Right.
will be very important when we go over the fire. On the outside of the house, on the coach or at the garage, you probably noticed that there were some lights. Those are called your coach lights.
Right.
Those coach lights are on a photo cell, which I like to refer to as God's light switch. When the sun goes up, the lights turn off. When the sun goes down, the lights turn on. You are responsible for those lights because it is part of, even though you have street lights, it is a security issue in order to have as much lights as possible. Now,
Yes.
if those lights burn out within the first 30 days, which they shouldn't do because they are LED and they should last a long time, but in the first 30 days, if they burn out, that means there's something wrong. Give us a call, we'll replace the bulb. After the first 30 days, it's up to you. Right over here, you do get a garage door that comes with your house,
Right.
okay? That garage door does have sensors at the bottom. We always tell our homeowners, because you being in the business, you know what I'm talking about. A lot of people like to use their garage as a kind of a setup area. Be careful and make sure that you've got at least a foot square, and do not knock off the sensor, because
Right.
if you hit the sensor and it comes off, your garage door will not close. Okay? You have this. Now, this is not an outlet. This is just the ground for the gas pipe because it's metal. Okay? So we want to ground it in case there's a problem. Okay? All right? Now, over here, this is your panel. Your panel is 200 amps. Okay? You have a lot of space in your panel because you have gas appliances. When I say gas appliances, I don't mean your microwave or your dishwasher. I've already heard that joke. You have the range. You have your heating and cooling is gas. Okay? And the third one, this is really important, your dryer is gas. If you have an electric dryer, it will not work in this house.
Okay.
You need to buy a gas dryer.
Yes.
All of your outlets that are inside the garage are GFI protected, including the garage door opener. So if you get home and you hit the button and the garage door doesn't go up, it might not be the battery that's in there. It could be this GFI, okay? This is not the GFI that is going to be your permanent GFI. This is just for construction. Okay. Once we do the trim, a new one will be put in.
Okay.
Just do this for the workers, okay? Now, all of these outlets in this garage are protected. So your soft water loop, your water heater, okay? So if your water heater's not working, it could be because the GFI has popped. So please check that first. Now, remember how I said water softener loop? We do not install a water softener, okay? All we do is provide the plumbing for it,
Right.
all right? GFI protected. This is known as your brine line. This is where the wastewater from your water softener goes.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Now, the water softener loop, there are 3 locations in and out of the house that do not get soft water. First one is going to be the landscaping. You don't
Right.
want to put added sodium added sodium or potassium, depending on how you soften your water. You don't want to put that on your plants because it'll kill them. Second one is your hose bibs. Same reason, okay? Third one is going to be the cold side at the kitchen sink, which loops to the refrigerator for the ice maker, okay? And we'll get more into detail when we go over that. This is the area where your hot water heater is going to be. We do install that. We do install that. So, tankless water heater is the most efficient way to heat water as far as energy is concerned. It does take longer for the water to reach you hot, okay? It's not sitting in the tank waiting for you to turn it on. But what's good about it is that it's not sitting in the tank and draining energy just to keep it at a certain temperature. So this is perfect. I would love to have this. Anyway, so a few things on this. You have your GFI protected outlet. Again, if it's not working, you have a mixing valve because you have, so your tub is going to have 10 degrees less than your shower is going to have.
Oh.
Right? Now, if you don't, the reason we do that is for liability concerns.
Right.
If a toddler can reach in and turn on the water and burn themselves, then we are liable. Now, I'm telling you this because this can be fixed. There's a hex head screw. If you loosen that and then tighten this valve, that will shut the cold water flow into the mixing valve. And then you will have the same temperature as your shower as in your tub.
I see.
All right? Again, it's gas. Let's see. This is your vent. We do it up high so we don't want you to get burned. So if somebody's taking a shower and you're going outside, don't put your hand up like this. I'm kidding. It's way too high. This is for your pressure relief valve. When we go do the walkthrough, we'll explain this to you. But on the outside, there are certain things, certain pipes that we want you to pay attention to. Some certain pipes, if you see water coming out of it, it's good. Certain pipes, if you see water coming out of it, it's bad. This is the bad one. Okay? Switch. Plug, GFI protected. Plug, GFI protected. This is where your doorbell is on the outside. GFI protected outlet. These are your water mains. Okay? This one right here, the little one is the half-inch pipe. This is the 3/4 pipe. This one is for your landscaping. All right? We do that so that if somebody is working on your landscaping, you can shut off the water and you can still take a shower. Okay? The opposite is also true. You can set this up to where if you're going on vacation and you're going to leave or you want to leave the house for a little while and not come back to a flood.
Right.
All right? You want to shut the water off here and then keep the water onto your plants so they can live. Right. Now, the one area right here that I want you to pay attention to, this is where your sprinkler panel is going to be. That's the fire sprinklers, not the outside sprinklers, the fire sprinklers. And we'll show you what they look like in the roof once we get inside. Now, a couple things I want you to look at. This is the pressure that's coming from the street. So you have 50 psi.
Which is?
It's anywhere between 40 to 80 is good. Okay. If you get over 80, that's bad. You don't want that because it could blow up your pipes. Right. This is the bleeder valve. Okay. Now, I didn't call it a hose bib. I called it a bleeder valve. Now, why did I call it that? Because if there is ever a fire, sprinklers aren't like they are in the movies. Okay. In the movies, you put a lighter up to a sprinkler and all the sprinklers go off, like in the entire area. That's not how they work. These are temperature controlled, but all the water is going to be coming out at one spot. And we can see one right there underneath the stairs. Now, that green pop is not going to be there. That's just a mud cover. There's going to be a cover that drops out and water is just going to gush out. That fire is going to be done. Okay? Here's the problem. It doesn't shut off. Okay? So if you ever have a fire and the sprinkler goes off, as long as the fire is off, this is what you do. Walk, run, remember, never panic. Walk out here. The homework assignment that I'm going to give you is to get a garden hose, okay? Cheap one. You're gonna hook it up to this receptacle right here. Roll it out, cut it off, and then put it inside the wall. Now, if you ever have an emergency, roll it back out, take a rock, put it on top, a big heavy rock,
Okay.
put it right on top of that
When
hose.
does it stop though?
Go out, huh?
When does it stop? Like sprinkler.
Hold on. Go out to the outside, shut off the water at the water meter. There is a handle in there. And then open this hose bib up. Open it up. Because water is just like human beings. It's lazy. It goes to the path of least resistance. And gravity, this is the lowest spot. Every drop of water that comes out of there is not a drop of water that is coming out of that fire the fire sprinkler, and that water is not getting all over your stuff. Okay, there's certain things you just can't replace. All right, now once you do that, there will be a phone number on this panel. You need to call them right away because you cannot turn the water back on until that has been replaced. So the sprinkler needs to be replaced. You turn the water on, it's just gonna turn, the sprinkler's gonna go on. There is no way to shut it off out here. We don't do that because we don't like you. We do that because that's the code.
Okay.
They don't want you to be able to turn the water off to the sprinkler system until you turn the entire system off. Okay? Right here, this little jumper right here, this is gonna go away. You're gonna have what's called a pressure regulator, okay? Never, ever touch it, ever. Even if you don't like your water pressure and you want more water pressure inside your house, have a plumber do it for you, certified. So if they blow it up, it ain't your fault. Here's why I don't want you to touch it. We have California, well, we in Nevada like to call them California shower heads. They're really water-saving, restricting shower heads. They have plugs in them. No matter how much pressure you put behind them, it will not let a certain amount of gallons out.
I see.
All right? So if you increase this to 200, the shower's not going to be any harder, okay? You're just putting more pressure on the pipes. Please don't do that.
I see.
Okay? But it's a good place for your guests to
Sure.
relieve themselves if they need. You have your closet, which I am very proud of.
Yeah.
This was actually, so this is your closet, and then this would have been your storage area in the garage. I moved it into the inside because I thought this was better.
Yes.
Yeah. If you keep your storage, you don't want it to get all dusty and nasty in the garage. So, yeah. We had to add another light, and we had to put in the fire sprinkler, but it was worth it. Okay? Over here, this is your dining. This is your condensation line on the outside. That's the primary condensation. All of these boxes that you see in the ceiling, we're going to be putting puck lights in, except for these two. These two are just going to be blanked off like the ceiling fans because those are your pendants. Those are the ones that you paid extra for.
Yes.
Okay? Over here, this is your kitchen. And this is your refrigerator. Now your refrigerator, this is very important. The dimensions that we leave you are going to be approximately, remember I said that word, legal, approximately 39 and a half inches wide, 71 and a half inches tall. Now why do I say that? Because, Joey, cabinets are 62 or 72 inches. Why is it 71 and a half? Because once you put your tile in, you lose a little bit of that space because the cabinets are put on the concrete floor.
Right.
Once you do that, you need to make sure that when you measure for your refrigerator, the actual product is below, is 71 and a half or below, or it might not fit. Okay? You have a countertop right here, I think it's about 15 inches, and then you have your range. Your range is 30 inches. You have your microwave above. Yes, I did say microwave. And that microwave is also a space saver microwave. It also vents out. Now, that means if you're cooking fish, you won't smell it, but your neighbor will. But if you're outside and your neighbor's cooking fish, so, GFI protected outlets all the way through. You have one switch for your disposal, which is on the wall.
We have a sink over here.
You have a sink. It's going to be 2 holes. You're going to have one for the sink itself, which will have the handle. You'll have one for the air gap assembly, which is connected to your dishwasher, which will be furnished with your house. You have 3 appliances that we are giving you that come with the house: range, microwave, dishwasher. Okay? We do not include the refrigerator, and we don't include the washer dryer. You have your barbecue. Now, guys, I'm just going to say this right now. I'm a barbecue guy. Okay, so I'm going to let you in on a little secret. This is gas, natural gas. Okay, it's great for the grill, but if you have a grill that is propane, it will not work without a conversion kit. The pressure, anyway, the pressure's wrong. Okay, so you have to have an adapter. Most propane grills don't come with one and cannot be converted. So make sure that you buy the right grill. Okay? GFI protected outlet on the outside. You have 2 phones inside the house. Both of them are pulled with Cat 5 that go to a smart panel in, I believe in this one, yes, it's in the laundry room. And we'll go over that in a minute. I love these doors. I hate building them. Well, because it doubles the size over here and it increases the size of the shear wall that we have to do. So we go from a 2x4 wall to a 2x6 wall because of the shear. But totally worth it to have all this. Now, this is what my wife would say, unfortunately, but me, I don't care. These come with screens. All right, so the screens that she doesn't like because it blocks her view. Yeah. So the first thing she would have had me do, my wife, take the screens out of her hair so she could have that. I want to look at birds. Your windows lock. These are Milgard windows. The one thing that you might want to show that. Oh, is it right there? This? The energy?
Yeah.
Okay. I think the other ones were torn off. So there are 3 ways that your Milgard windows protect you from the environment. The first one is they're tinted. As you can see, you put the 2 lenses together and then it becomes darker. Now, I mention that because we don't tint the windows. Do not tint them. Don't put any frosting or anything over them because you don't want the neighbor to look in. Just put blinds up or window coverings, okay? But do not do anything to the glass. It'll void the warranty. All right, the second thing that I want you to notice, of course, is that they're double paned. Last and most important thing is if you zoom in right here, you'll see a black strip on the inside. That is a gasket. Now that gasket is there because in between the 2 panes you have argon gas. The argon gas is an insulator and it also makes it harder for UV rays to come through. Now, there is this is weird, and people think that I'm just ADD, but there is a proper way to open a window. Okay? So you don't want to put too much pressure on one spot. You want to be able to pop it and then help it along. Okay? That's how you open and close a window. Now, why? Because we just mentioned the gasket. Putting too much pressure in one spot all the time weakens the gasket. If the gasket is compromised, the argon gas escapes. Don't worry, it won't hurt you. But here's the point. Argon gas escapes. Air is, it's lighter than air, so air takes up that space. If air gets in there, especially today, you can feel the moisture, you will get a mist inside the window. If you have that mist, that means your window is broken, it is done, you need to put in a warranty ticket. Now, here's the thing about the warranty. There's two different warranties on the window. One is through us, Taylor Morrison, and of course the manufacturer. But within the first year, if you have any problems with your windows, you give us a call, okay? We'll come out and we'll replace it. Now, after the first year, you can put in a service request, but Maurice, who's going to be your warranty service guy, is going to give you the number from for Milgard, for Milgard. Milgard will replace your window, but you will have to pay for the labor. Okay? I don't know how all that works. It's more of a not me thing. So just contact your warranty guy if you ever have an issue. Now, I need to talk about your windows, especially at your walkthrough. Okay? Here are the rules. All right? 10 feet back, sun directly overhead. All right? If we see a scratch, it's a scratch. You can't put your nose up to the glass. Or no, it's got to be on certain times. Or if you're right here, 3 feet out, tilt your head, lean towards Mecca, and then we can see the scratch. That's not how it works. Okay? 10 feet back, sun straight up. I'm serious. It's like and right, directly in front of the glass. If we both see it, then it's a scratch. If you see it and I don't, it's not a scratch. Okay. And I'm an honest person. I would not. I get. I am. Okay. So this is where your air conditioner is going to be going outside. This is where your waistline is. This is the primary waistline. I am going to be doing this over here for you, to give you an idea of where that waistline is, because this is the TV wall. So I don't know what kind of stuff you're going to be putting over here. So right here, this is this is going to be the area. Of course, you're going to have to add another ½ inch for drywall.
41 inches. Okay.
Okay. Another one that you want to take a picture of is this. And hold on, let me make that a little higher so it's relative. See, you're going to be able to see where the plug and where this is. This is where your coolant line is. It's not Freon. We don't use Freon. We haven't been using Freon for years. This is R410, so we call it a coolant line. All right? Do not drill through that. Here is the rule of thumb. You have to have a stud. So either or. If you have a box up, you know that there's either going to be a plug to the right or a stud to the right or a stud to the left. Use your knuckle, that's your stud finder. These are the ones that you hang your TV from.
Right.
That's why I brought it up. Do not put a screw bolt or toggle bolt or anything else through this line, or you will have a very bad day. Okay? You'll notice all these blue lines and green lines inside. That is called your TAEX system. TAEXX. It is the insecticide or pest control that we put inside the walls. Okay? Now, not all pest control companies use TAEX. So when you hire one, make sure that you hire one that uses the TAEX system. You don't have to use it. It's totally with the house. You didn't pay extra for it. But if you wanted to utilize it, that's how you do it. It doesn't mean that you won't be able to spray outside, but you will be able to spray in between the studs, which is the safest way to do so. Okay? One more thing that I want to point out in here, because you did pay extra for it, are your four puck lights that you paid extra for. This is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here is one of those boxes that I was telling you about that will not have a light. It is the ceiling fan, and we only do rough-ins. Okay? Your floor is approximately 22 feet in the air. So I'm just letting you know, that light is going to be a puck light.
Okay.
All of these lights can hold up to 25 pounds. Okay? I'm not telling you to hang anything on them. I'm just telling you what they'll hold. Okay? That's the first floor. All right. So the first stop on our tour, we're going to look at this. This is the thermostat for the upstairs. You have 2 thermostats.
Oh, this one.
Okay? You have 2 thermostats, one for the upstairs, one for the downstairs. It is 1 FAU, 1 air conditioner, which means you have a split in the system. Okay? That's called a dampener. Now, if you wanted heat upstairs and cold downstairs, you can't do that. You can run the air conditioning at a different temperature upstairs and one downstairs. You can run the heat, but you can't do heat upstairs, air conditioning downstairs. Okay? Try to do it, it won't work. This is your primary bedroom.
Primary.
Extra puck light.
Sure.
Extra puck light. Extra puck light. Extra puck light. You have 4 in the primary, just like you have 4 in the
Living room.
gathering room. I don't know what they want to call it now. There's so many changes.
Great room.
Yeah, not so great. A television plug up high. Your option says plasma TV. I am not giving you a plasma TV. You have a plug for a plasma TV up here, and you have what we refer to in the business as a Smurf pipe because it used to be blue. It's the same thing. Basically, it's just a pipe inside the wall that you can run your HDMIs through. Okay? You have it here, and then you have it downstairs inside the great room. No cost, no extras. All right. Here is your view.
Yeah.
Soak it in.
Awesome.
That is, I'm telling you. Ugh.
I love the mountain.
On that side, there is not going to be any building.
Okay.
Okay? They're not building over there. I cannot promise up the hill that way. I
Yeah.
can't promise anything that way. They're already building over there, but there is no building on, as far as where that those mountains are. This is a Darcy unit. Do not panic. We will clean it. It will be nice, sparkly, and clean and buffed before you put your Tootsies in it, okay? You have a 4040 window right here. It is tempered glass. That is for your safety in case you slip, you know, in your tub. Tempered glass, if you don't know, is also known as safety glass. It does not shatter. It just breaks into little cubes, okay? And as you're sitting in your tub, you get a beautiful view. I love that. And I love the fact that you guys have the tub. Some people get the linen in lieu of with the shower and no tub, and I'm a tub guy. I love tubs. The 2 plugs that are controlled by the GFI. You also have the 2 sinks. So you got one here, one here. Okay, this is your walk-in closet. I want to show you this. This is from the corner where the light switch is. This is where your coolant line is. Now, why do I point that out? Because if you're smart and you want to stay married, you will customize this walk-in closet for more space, okay? Or you will not be able to put any of your clothes in here. Your fiance is going to steal everything, okay? So if you customize it, please make sure you understand. Do not put a hole in that line or you will have a very bad day, okay? All right. We are done with the primary.
Yep.
Let's take a walk. Here is your attic, and this is the attic access for it. Up in the attic, you have an FAU. Your FAU system is gas and also electrical. The electrical is used during the summertime. The gas is used in the wintertime, obviously. But the reason I bring it up, you cannot use your attic for storage space. If you put as much as a Raggedy Ann doll up there and you start getting cracks in your ceiling, the first thing that they're going to do is they're going to invite over the framer and the drywaller. Both of them are going to go into your attic and see that you're using it for storage and will cancel your warranty. Don't do it. I gave you a great storage space underneath the stairs. Okay. We're going over here to the laundry. Like I said, you have gas appliances. This one is for your dryer. We do have a dryer box that goes directly up and out. No bends. So that's really good because, you know, the more bends that you have, the more possibility for lint to catch, for there to be a fire. So we go straight up. You have your gas, like I said before, you have electric for it. I did say that it was not electric. It does need electric to start the gas. Okay, I wasn't a liar. See? The washer right here, you do get a pan that we put underneath the washer. Now, this has upset a few clients, okay? I'm just gonna let you know that right now, that if you have a face, if you wanna put the drawer underneath it, you're gonna have to take the pan out because you won't be able to open the drawer, okay? But you're putting yourself at risk because if that washer leaks, you have a problem. So it's up to you. You are the homeowner. Across from the washer and dryer, you have the GFIs that protect it. We put these in additionally because these have to be GFI protected. But if you put the GFIs behind the washer dryer, then if it pops, you have to move it out to get
Right.
behind it, and we don't like that, so we put them over here, okay? This is your low voltage panel, okay? You'll notice that it has all the phones and cables pulled out throughout the house, plus a line going to the panel downstairs. You also have a future use, which is actually going to be used by a partner of ours. I don't mean like partner like they're like we're best friends or anything, but we have I can't, what's the name of the company? Anyway, it's CenturyLink.
CenturyLink, like
Yeah.
the Cox.
Not Cox, it's CenturyLink. But you can get Cox if that's what you want. But we put Wi-Fi and a fiber optic line from the street to here, and it's all working. So on the front of this, there's going to be a QR code when you first move in. And if you want it, it's called Quantum. It always pops into my head. So if you want Quantum, if you want to use it, now you just take a picture of that QR code, make a payment, and you have instant Wi-Fi the moment you move in.
Ooh.
Okay? Now, I'm not saying it's better than Cox, okay? Cox is what I have, and I live on another side of town that doesn't have fiber optic.
Right.
Right? So I have to use Cox because if we went to Quantum, it's still coming in through, it's not coming in through a fiber optic line. I'm not going to lie to you. Quantum is not as fast as Cox is, but they're getting there. And for the price, it's pretty good. I would say get it.
Maybe start with the this
I
one
would
first.
say
and
I
let's
would
see if
say
it
just
works.
use it, and that way you don't have to pay the $200 extra to get Cox to come out. You have to wait 2 weeks. You can have it for a month, and then if you don't like it, cancel it and have
Right.
Cox come out.
Yes.
That way you have the turn. But can you imagine having Wi-Fi at the? Could you just turn your key at the door and you've got Wi-Fi?
Good.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's I like it.
Should try.
All back, Lauren. No, I'm just kidding. So you have a full Darcy over here, and now let me explain what that means. So they have 3-piece Darcys, and then they have full Darcys. You have a full Darcy. And the reason I bring that up is because if you want to remod your bathroom in here, you're going to have to take this tub out.
Right.
It's going to have to come out. Can't do it with this.
No good.
Okay? If you want to put tile up, you got to take this whole tub out. And you got to cut it in half because it ain't going through that door any other way.
Yeah.
All right? You have, in both bedrooms, 3 switches on the wall. The first switch is going to be for the half hot, which is located over here. The other 2 switches are for your ceiling. You don't have any additional lights, but most ceiling fans only need 1 wire nowadays because most of them have remotes. Now, if you do take advantage of that, you still have another switch that's going up there. We always put 2, one for the light, one for the fan. Now, if you don't use it, hire an electrician. If you want some extra lights in here, you have a wire that's already pulled up to the ceiling, and you can use it to jump over and put in some more lights if that's what you desire. Okay? So, if you have a daughter, put her in the bigger room, right?
Yeah.
Don't put the boy in there. He'll grow a big head, and then you'll never be able to control him.
So when did they change the name? Like
From
the
to the
room? Yeah,
primary?
primary.
Okay, so
Kind of weird, huh?
And well, no, it's master. Master is a callback to slavery.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So people were extra sensitive to it, so we changed it to owner's suite.
Okay.
Well, then we were offending renters.
Oh.
So then we had just call it the primary.
Okay.
Look, I don't care. I cash my check.
Yeah.
That's what I do.